Hello everyone. In today's video, I'm going to explain the concept of reissue of shares. Reissue of shares. After forfeiture, the shares will be reissued by the company. Now, what is reissue? Reissue of forfeited shares means selling the shares that was cancelled by the company. Reissue of forfeited shares just means that the company is selling the shares which is cancelled by the company. A reissue can be at par, reissue can be at premium, reissue can be at discount. So they have cancelled the shares of the defaulting shareholder. That means they have taken back the shares. Now they are selling the share to another party. So this is called reissue. What are the different ways of reissue? Reissue can be at par, so which means reissue can be equal to the face value. Reissue can be at premium. That means reissue can be more than the face value. So if the face value of the share is 10 rupees and if it has been reissued for 12 rupees, then it is reissued at premium. If the shares has been reissued for 8 rupees, then you call it as reissue at discount. So these are the different category of reissue. When the shares are reissued at discount, the maximum amount of discount allowed should not exceed the amount forfeited. This is a very important one-mark question. When the company reissues the shares, when the company reissue the forfeited shares, the maximum amount of discount that the company permit to allow is what they forfeited. Now, what they forfeited meaning what? At the time of forfeiture entry, you will debit an amount in the share forfeiture. That is the number of shares forfeited into amount paid by the defaulting shareholder. Okay, so that is the maximum amount of discount the company can give when they reissue at discount. Let me give you an example to understand this. Shares of rupees 10 each issued at par, rupees 4 received and shares forfeited. So here I am speaking about one share. One share issued at 10 rupees, 4 rupee received, 6 rupees not received. So the share is forfeited. Now, as per this condition, the maximum discount the company can give is 4 rupees because at the time of forfeiture, the defaulting shareholders have paid only 4 rupees and had not paid 6 rupees. So the new shareholder, for him, I can give a maximum discount of 4 rupees. So if maximum discount is 4 rupees, then the minimum reissue price is 6 and above. So reissue price can be 6 rupees, 7 rupees, 8 rupees, 9 or 10. So, but it should not go below 6 rupees. Now, as I listed about, there are 4 cases of reissue and this is the journal entries for all that. Reissue at par. When shares are reissued at par, it generally means it reissued at the same value at which it has been issued. So reissue entry will be bank account debited, share capital account credited. Well, why bank is debited? Because when we reissue, the new shareholder will pay the money. So bank comes in, bank increases. Debit bank, credit share capital. Next thing is the reissue at discount. Reissue at discount means the issue price is below the paid up value. So bank is debited. Bank will be number of shares reissued into whatever the reissue price is. If they reissued at 6 rupees, we multiply by 6 rupees. If they reissue by 8 rupees, we multiply by 8 rupees. So number of shares reissued into the reissue price per share. Share forfeiture will be the difference of these two. So better I explain this and then I'll come to this. So bank will be number of shares forfeited into reissue price per share. Share capital will be number of shares forfeited into the amount paid up per share. Assume the share value is 10 rupees. They called up all 10 rupees. Now the reissue price is 8 rupees. So therefore, the price of the share is 10 rupees. They are reissuing for 8 rupees. So the loss on forfeiture is 2 rupees. Sorry, loss on reissue is 2 rupees. the value of the share is 10 rupees. We are reissuing for 8 rupees. So therefore, we debit share forfeiture account for 2 rupees per share. So number of shares reissued into the loss factor per share. Now, and then the last case where the reissue is at premium. So if the share value is 10 rupees at the time of issue, now they are reissuing for 12 rupees. Okay, so then it is an SPR. If the share value is 10 rupees and it has been reissued for 12 rupees, then it is a reissue at premium. So bank account will be debited with number of shares reissued into the reissue price, and here it is 12 rupees. Share capital will be number of shares reissued into the paid up value 10 rupees, and SPR will be number of shares reissued into 2 rupees. The price that is over and above the face value. So this is the journal entry. So once we finish passing the reissue entry, next is to transfer the profit to the capital reserve account. If you remember, there is a forfeiture shares or share forfeiture account in the forfeiture entry, which records the profit on forfeiture. In turns, that amount is nothing but the amount paid by the defaulting shareholder, not returned by the company. So that figure is compared with the reissue forfeiture. When we reissue forfeited shares, there is a loss factor involved in it, because when the shares are reissued at discount, we know that 10 rupees share reissued for 8 rupees, so 2 rupees discount. The same share is already forfeited. At that time, we must have received some amount of money from the defaulting shareholder. So what we received and what we lost will be adjusted and transferred to an account called capital reserve account. Now, it is not like this entry comes only when the reissue is at discount. It comes whether the reissue is discount or in any other case. So this is the journal entry in regard to reissue. I'll try to make another video where I'll discuss problems based on reissue. Thank you.